Spinach Artichoke Dip. A dip good enough to please your low-carb friends, your mother-in-law, and vegetarians.
Oh man.
So, let's make some. He begins with 2 cloves of garlic, removes their paper lining, and begins to finely chop them. The cleaver is for show. This goes into a bowl. Next, he adds a rather odd ingredient, half a cup of mayo. And although mayo may not be the most contested ingredient in this recipe, sour cream might. If you hate it, simply omit it. He salts and peppers, followed by a quick mix before adding the staple of all dips, a full block of cream cheese, making sure to salvage whatever's left for himself. Another quick mix before adding a ton of mozzarella cheese, about a cup. He then reaches for a wooden rasp, otherwise known as a grater in the culinary world, and a massive block of Parmesan cheese. Oh, Parmesan, my Parmesan! Half a cup of Parmesan is grated in. Now it's time for Popeye's favorite food, spinach. This spinach was a frozen ice block not too long ago, but it's thawed on the counter. Using a cheesecloth, he attempts to put the spinach into it. If you don't have a cheesecloth, you could simply place the spinach between 2 bowls, which probably would have been easier, but he likes taking the difficult road. As he begins to squeeze, the water comes seeping out. He wants the spinach to be as dry as possible, because that will lead to the creamier dip desired. As he sets it down and begins to open the cheesecloth to reveal his prize, he encounters what looks like a solid piece of cow dung. Although it may not look quite like cow dung, we'll assume that's what it looks like. He begins to separate it as if he's looking for something that he lost, such as a precious ring, which is probably expensive. He gives it a quick salt to the mix, and returns to the cutting board. He does some half-folding of his cheesecloth and brings in the green swamp water again. Now it's time for the artichoke hearts. Although he could use fresh artichoke hearts or frozen artichoke hearts, he couldn't find any at the store, so canned it is. It's also a bit easier. As he drains it, he then removes the cover, which is the very weapon used to rip the hearts out of the artichokes. In an attempt to dramatically empty the can in one fell swoop, he fails, so he taps it out. And although they may seem like they've been soaking in formaldehyde, they're actually quite tasty. He gives them the rough chop, a light seasoning of salt, and continues to chop them. Not too mincy, not too roughly, just a good chop. Into the bowl it goes, and he clings because, as we know by now, ants. And since he doesn't have a cement mixer, he mixes it by hand until it's nice and rather evenly mixed, because no one likes unevenly mixed dips. He preheats the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Then he grabs a pie dish. He can also use a casserole dish and a bread bowl. However, bread bowls are a bit odd in a sense, because we've developed regular bowls. So he spreads it in the pie dish and evenly spreads it out. Then once that's done, he grates some more Parmesan on, because why not? That will give it a nice brown crust. This goes into the oven for 15 minutes. Afterwards, he'll increase the heat to 425 Fahrenheit for about another 15 minutes. This will get it bubbly, brown, and nice and hot. In the meantime, he fetches some celery, which is for the low-carbers, the ketos, and those watching their diets. Your regular people can eat with chips, or if you prefer, some toasted French toast. And that is how you make a spinach artichoke dip to please a mother-in-law. If you like this video, share, like, and subscribe. And until next time, eat well.